I'm John Maltman. I'm the founder and CEO of eFundamentals, and we're competing in the attribution category, the category that's about making money for your clients. So let's start right there. We began our service May of last year, and since then we've won 8 major clients, a number of whom you would have heard of: General Mills, Nestle Purina, Dow Egberts, and Wilkinson Sword amongst them. Which means we're working with over 50 major food and drink brands, and in this year so far, our clients have made £2 million of incremental sales working with our software, and our aim for the course of the year is to make every one of our clients a 20 times return on their investment. So what is it that we do? In my experience, I'm not a tech person. My background is fast-moving consumer goods companies, Procter & Gamble, PepsiCo, and Asda Walmart. And every one of those companies has been paranoid about how they're selling at the point of purchase. Are our products being sold effectively? Do we have the right share of space? Do we have the right range? They use a set of fundamentals that's common across almost every market I've looked at. When I talk to companies about the e-commerce channel, they couldn't answer the question, are you selling effectively through e-commerce retailers? Because they didn't have a set of fundamentals to measure that. So we set out to build those. And we identified 8 things that you have to get right to sell effectively through e-retailers. I won't go through them in detail, but the top row is all about, am I getting the right messages to shoppers? Am I giving the information they need to make decisions? And can they find us in e-stores? You'd be amazed how many products launch and are invisible in major retailers. The middle row is about, are we promoting effectively? And do we offer our shoppers the right assortments? And the bottom row is, are we learning about what the shoppers are telling us about our products? And are we shaping our strategy and our retail customers' strategy using that learning? Now, to do that, we need to see the retail stores through the shopper's eyes, and we needed to build a tool that would do just that. And we're currently pulling all of these retailers. You can see there's a massive range of bricks and clicks retailers, pure plays, and pure play specialist retailers. And to pull their information, we need a very strong capture service, and we've built a bespoke service that is self-healing. If it gets stopped, it knows it's been stopped and it restarts. It's auto-scaling, can handle any volumes of work. It can simulate human interaction where it needs to, select categories, enter passwords, for example. And we're gathering every day from all of those retailers their product data and the results of key searches in their stores. We then clean that data up, we put it into some terrific reports, and then we share it back with our clients using a web-based service or through an API so they can link it to other data sets if they wish, sales data, for example. I mentioned the 50 brands. Here's an example of them. You would recognize most of them, I suspect. Our sales strategy has been really clear. We wanted to win the UK business of global fast-moving consumer good companies. We wanted to use the UK to create the business case for expansion across Europe and then further afield. That's going better than we'd actually planned. So of the two of our clients, we're already doing proof of concept work in France, Germany, Spain, Australia, and soon to be Italy as well. Our 8 fundamentals and the way we approach everything from a sales and marketing perspective makes our product unique, but we play in a very competitive marketplace. And in fact, every one of our clients that we've won in the last few months has been in a head-to-head pitch with one or all of our key competitors. And we win for 3 reasons. First of all, if we show you a piece of insight, it's because it's important to your job. And I mean your job as a brand manager, a key account manager, or as a category manager. Secondly, if we show you it, it's because it's valuable to you. If you fix it, it'll either increase your sales or improve your profitability. And then thirdly, if we show you it, it's because you can do something about it. And that gets us tremendous traction within our clients. As we went to build our service, we were determined that we'd use the language that sales and marketeers already know and love. And this was a strategic decision. When I talked to potential clients, what was clear, the e-commerce channel was growing quickly, but it was already under severe margin pressure. And so creating large teams of e-commerce experts to handle the e-commerce sales channel was neither sustainable or viable in many cases. So we wanted to make sure that our tool was about upskilling your current sales and marketing organization. The 8 fundamentals, anybody here who's been involved in sales and marketing will know instantly which fundamental fits to which function. But it's all about the money for us. We're all about making money. So for one client, we sat down and we looked at each of the fundamentals and we worked out with them what is the upside potential for them from each of the fundamentals. A total prize of 10 million, which means of that 10 million, they've already landed this year to date 1 million of it, which means that my promise of earning them 20-time return on investment has already been kept. If any of you work for fast-moving consumer good companies, I'd love to talk with you. The only promise I'd make to you is we will make you money. Thank you.
Come on now, stay up here. Jury, can I throw it to you for questions? Questions from the jury? I'll repeat it.
That part of what your service does is act as a secret shopper in the e-commerce sites. Are the e-commerce vendors aware of what you're doing, and what's their reaction been to the service that you offer?
Yeah, so our current client base is largely brands. It's a market we knew very well. We do have a view of this service which could become a mystery shopper for retailers, letting them see how shoppers see their own site. We've talked to a number of retailers. I think the key is we have to make sure that our software puts a very low load on their services, which is one of the key things we've tried to build in. But most of the folks we're working with are already category leaders working very closely in partnership with their retail customers. So this just adds another dimension to that service. It's not a threat.
Great, thank you. Actually, we're going to bring up our marketer for the jam session. And it's Joni. Please join us from Microsoft.
Thank you for your presentation. I'm actually from e-commerce, so very interesting presentation from my perspective because you lay out very good fundamentals for the e-commerce business. So from what I'm seeing, I'll try to simplify from my interpretation from the e-commerce side. I see what the solution that you offer is more like a health check for the e-commerce because those are the attributes that we look at all the time, but we didn't really have a method to really have a two-way structure to identify what are the problem and what are the opportunity. I see that this would be a health check that for all the e-commerce marketer, they would be a good start to really look into their business in terms of how to optimize that. So to simplify your solution, I would use an e-commerce health check and able to identify some insight in terms of what to do next. So that's all. Okay, thank you.
Comment back?
Yeah, well, thank you very much for that. Our ambition is to provide the diagnostic, but more than that, over time, to be part of the solution base as well. So that's very much in our thinking. Thank you.
Well done, John.
Very good. Thank you, John. Thank you, Shane.